Guys, it feels great to be back on to do some hockey content. Oh my God, Jim is the day after Christmas Day. Jim, how's it going, buddy? How was your Christmas?
It was good, man. It was good Christmas, relaxing, good weekend. World Juniors are starting, so that's good. Boxing Day, so that's the tradition around here. So watch the World Juniors and just loving the fact that we got some hockey around.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But let's go with the veteran, Sidney Crosby. At the age of 36, bro, he has scored 15 of his 19 goals on 5-on-5. This guy has been a mission. Him and Jay Gensel, they've been carrying the Penguins lately, but no one has won more draws than Sidney Crosby, and he's still the best player for the Penguins. So at his age, he is still producing, still playing great defense, and he's the ultimate leader because I just recently found out that before the holiday break, he brought cookies to the ring during practice, and he's just always doing nice things for his teammates. So not only is he competing, but he's showing leadership in so many ways. Take it from there.
Yeah, Crosby, what he's doing at age 36, 37 now is unbelievable. I mean, think about this. This dude's one of the best players in the National Hockey League right now. Needs to be in the conversation for the Hart Trophy along with Nathan McKinnon. You got Quinn Hughes. You got Elias Pettersson, JT Miller. But the boys from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia are taking over the National Hockey League. Nate McKinnon's got an 18-game point streak. You have Sidney Crosby, what he's doing at home. Think about this, right? This guy's up there in points, up there in goals. At his age, his father time is supposed to catch up with you. But Crosby, he's one of the best players, if not the best player ever of this generation. Him and Alex Ovechkin have been tied at the hip. There was a case, you can make it. No, the case is closed. Sidney Crosby between Alexander Ovechkin and Crosby. Crosby's the best player. And if the Pittsburgh Penguins make the playoffs, it's going to be because of Sidney Crosby. He makes players around him better. He makes those players better. And he's just carrying his Penguins team right now because his Penguins team is up and down. And they could miss the playoffs. They could make the playoffs. I didn't have them as a playoff team coming in. But what Crosby's doing is unbelievable. And if they do get to the playoffs, he's got to be in a Hart Trophy conversation.
I can't argue that he is one talented individual. He is special, future Hall of Famer, three-time Stanley Cup champion, and what he's doing at this age is just flat out amazing. Let's go to the other one, Andrei Kuzmenko. It seems like he got his mojo back after being scratched for 2 straight games, and in the last game against San Jose, he scored the first 2 goals of the game. So what a way to answer back after being scratched for 2 straight games. So the Canucks, obviously, many teams, they're on a holiday break, but they will be back in action on Thursday at Rogers Center to take on the Flyers. So, what do you make of him responding to the way he did after being scratched for 2 games?
I like the response by Kuzmenko. He's been put in a situation, may not be in the top 6, but he's producing goals, and he's starting to find his goal-scoring ability again. And I think that's what the Canucks wanted. They wanted to see, have him sit for a little bit, watch from the press box. They want to help this kid. They signed him to a 2-year deal last year at $5.5 million. They won the bidding war that summer to get him to come in. And there was talk at the deadline last year that they could trade him for assets, but they ended up re-signing him for 2 years. And at the end of this, he's going to be 29. So we could see if maybe they extend him. Next year is really when the talk's going to really start about his contract and potentially be traded, because right now no one's going to take that contract. Not at 8 goals, they're not going to get much for it, and they're going to have to throw in a sweetener to retain money on that. But I don't think they've lost faith in him. I think just Rick Tocchet is calling out guys through the media. They want certain guys to be held accountable. The coach wants to be held accountable. You're a 39 goal scorer a year ago. That doesn't go away. There is a lot of talk around him. Teams are looking at him. However, nobody wants to pay the price. Nobody wants to pay that kind of money. And they're just hoping that he can find and regain his confidence. And that's all it's about. Goal scorers can be streaky. He's that type of player. But I think he's going to start working a little bit harder. understanding what he needs to do. And look, they had another player on there, Niels Hoglander, who they drafted pretty high too. It took him time to develop and understand the system. Now Kuzmenko, a year in, he's got to figure out how to get to open ice to use his shot and his ability to his best.